It's up to the puppeteer what background they would like to create, as some people perform indoors and therefore want to use a background that looks like they're indoors. I will be performing outdoors, so I'm thinking along the lines of a village scene. I have decided that I'm going to create 3 different designs that I love, but then are going to ask other people what they think, and I might gather some good research that might be useful. After the 3 designs, I wrote to a Facebook group for the Punch and Judy performers to get their feedback. Here is what I received. I loved getting all the feedback, and I feel it had an effect on my final choice to which one I would use and create. I decided I will go with design 2 because of all the votes and the advice I've been given online. So I've got my first material. This is the, I was about to say, it'll come to me in a minute. Calico, that's it, calico cotton. So I've started drawing it out on the calico and then I will paint it in. So I've just finished drawing all the outline of the buildings on here. You can just about make them out. So my next job is to put the detail on of all the windows and all the bricks and wood. So I'll keep you posted. So I have just finished putting on the detail. I haven't done the roofs, slates, or the tiles, or the bricks yet. I might do the bricks in the middle around here because then I know where to paint in a minute when I start that. But as you can see, the windows are in. I can't wait to get started painting, so here I go. So now I'm getting ready to paint. I've had to put some tape to hold it down so it won't slide, so the paint underneath it goes through, doesn't affect the other parts of the cloth. I've just started the sky and the front of the shop in blue, and then I've just started the pathway and all the shading. I'm finding it a bit difficult because this sort of material has a habit of, when it gets wet, it sort of like shrinks. As you can sort of see, it's starting to do that. It was flat and it's now shrinking again. So hopefully it'll unshrink when it's dry. So I am just adding the highlights of the pink around the edges by adding a touch of crimson red into the pink and just blending it very slowly to make the shadowing. So I've just finished painting the roofs. What I'm going to do is add the colour and the slate and the lines on later on. I'll let that dry. So while that dries, I am just doing the brown on the wood, and what I'm going to do is paint it a base coat and then go over later on with some lighter brown and put like the wood effect on it. I know audiences may not see it, but up close I like to put as much detail in as possible. I'm finding as I'm working with the material, it's not the best material to work with, so I'm going to do this one, finish it, and then I am going to have a go on this material here, which is 14 count Ada. I think that's how you pronounce it, so I'll have a look at that later on. So the brown is actually drying darker than I was expected, so I'll finish it off and see what it looks like at the end. But this is taking a very long time to do the brown wood. So I've just finished this like brown colour, and I realised that in my hurry to finish I have forgotten the windows here, here and here. So when that dries, I'm hoping that the paint will go over the windows so it doesn't like come through, but hopefully I'll get to that. There's one thing that I've noticed again is that putting the paint on, when lifting it up, it's stuck to the table, which is a bad sign. That means that the paint has gone through the holes, which might make it even harder to see, so I can't wait to get to that material over there. From the last recording, I have done a fair bit more. My phone ran out of battery, so I needed to carry on before I plugged it in while it's charging. So what I've done is I've done the path, the door. I believe I did all this bit and the other path here. What I'm going to try out very quickly on this bit here is the wood effect. My paintbrush that I'm using is a bit too big, I think, so I'm going to try and use, I think it's called Skewer. I don't know if this will work, but I can only try. So it's sort of working, but it's not very quick. Ah, there we go, that's working. Okay, so I'm going to carry on with that. So I have just finished the wood effect on the pieces. I didn't want to make it too bold because I don't want the background to draw away from the characters. So all I've got left to do is the slate on the roof and the windows. Oh, and also outline in black where the building's finished. I just finished the roofing. So what I'm going to do now is go over everything in black outlined, including the bricks, and then work on this bit here. Okay, so I believe I've finished. I'm going to pick it up in a minute and see how it is. It's a bit different from the design of the original. The original here has a window and a window, and a window and a window, but I thought there was too many windows, it just looks weird. So my plan is that I can see through here, here and here, and here on my stage left, and those three here, here and here on stage right. And that's mostly where the puppets will be. Now that I've finished the first backdrop on the calico cotton material, I'm going to try and give it a go on this material here, which is a 14 count Aida, and I'm going to do the same design but on this one here. So the first thing to do is draw it out.